It appears just short staffing and bad security planning. Again, the department has been working to really improve the system and have a staffer there to help keep teachers safe, but that doesn't help the carpentry teacher who I spoke with, Wes Laws. Wes Laws says he's worked at the Department of Juvenile Justice for more than 9 years, and he hasn't been afraid to speak his mind. He joined the staff walkout in June 2021 and has fought to improve the conditions for the juveniles he taught.
Anger, frustration, sadness, it literally makes me sick. It really does. It makes me, I've got the dry heaves sometimes when I think about how inhumanely they're being treated. I feel like all my life God has been preparing me for a job like this. I know it probably sounds kind of crazy, but I have faith in God. And I felt like that I had something that I could share with them.
Despite that faith, Laws says a severe staffing shortage and the aggressiveness of the juveniles remained a threat. Department data shows a 38.7% vacancy rate as of January 24th for juvenile correctional officers at the Broad River Road complex where Laws taught. He wrote an email on October 6, 2022 to Director Eden Hendrick and other staff. It read in part, "I have had conversations with my fellow teachers, other staff members, JCOs, the contracted security, and our students. We are all afraid that someone is going to be killed, injured, or they are afraid for their safety. Our students are afraid for their lives and safety. They have confided to me that the others are out of control." He had also previously raised safety concerns about a specific juvenile's presence in his shop class, which involved working with tools. He says that juvenile showed up to class around 9 a.m. the morning of October 18th.
Thinking to myself, okay, we'll see how this goes.
Department records show the lone juvenile correctional officer in the room left around 9:20 a.m. to escort a juvenile out of the classroom for an appointment. Laws says there was a security camera in the room, but otherwise he was left to his own defenses. He says a juvenile hopped a barricade into the tool room and attacked him. He says a second juvenile shortly followed, and they were able to turn him around.
I felt something hit me in the back, and then everything, it's like everything in my head exploded.
911, where's your emergency?
Department records then describe a harrowing scene. The officer returned to find Laws on the floor, 4 named boys running out of the rear door with tools.
Unconscious at this time, a nurse has advised that EMS needs to come out as soon as possible.
A call for assistance went out over the radio in a terrifying voice. Juveniles were seen roaming the campus with hammers, a crowbar, and rocks. The department provided these black and white photos of damaged vehicles and broken windows, but that wasn't the only target.
They were trying to get at me in the truck and then chased me on foot with hammers.
The juveniles were looking for youth in retaliation, and a lieutenant also reported hearing a youth say, "They don't have any shields or anything, so let's staff up." The records describe the staff valiantly attempting to protect those not involved, disarm the offenders, and even successfully talking them out of getting behind the wheel of abandoned cars. South Carolina Law Enforcement Division agents arrived around 10:02, and the official head count was made at 10:40. Laws was transported to the hospital and has been suffering the consequences since.
I'll take like maybe 5 or 6 steps, and I will not remember what I went in there to get. I have panic attacks. I stutter. I am not the same person that I was on the morning of October 18th.
Governor Henry McMaster named Eden Hendrick as the acting director in September 2021 after her predecessor resigned. She was later confirmed and inherited the staffing crisis, is navigating a settlement agreement with the Department of Justice, and has made strides in recruitment. She says she was aware of Law's concerns before the attack.
I remember reaching out to Superintendent Lyles, and then there was an email. I was like, do you want to respond to this, or do we want to handle this? What are we going to do? And he actually responded that he's going to, he talked to me, I talked to Deputy of Security and Operations, and I think they went and met with him the very next day.
Okay, and do you know what came of that?
I don't know, like, if there's exact things that they said, oh, we won't put this person in your classroom or not. I don't know about that, but I know that they went and met with him, and I didn't hear anything after that until, of course, this incident.
Hendrick later sent a statement saying school administrators met with Laws on October 10th. Laws says he does not recall that meeting.
He had expressed concern for his own safety, and he's in a room where there are tools that were ultimately used to put him in the hospital and threaten the rest of the staff and youth on campus. I guess, why were more JCOs not assigned to that scenario when it sounds like the warning signs were there?
Well, that's something, you know, youth are in his classroom every day. Every day youth have been in his classroom, and you know, we have to do the best we can. I honestly don't know the answer to that question because I'm not involved in those I guess daily coverage decisions. That would be, again, up to whoever's running the facility and manning the facility and what they're doing. Again, and up to the principal. I wish better decisions have been made, and I think better decisions will be made in the future, especially concerning the wood shop class or shop class, whatever you want to call it.
Hendrick also said the decision-making for putting youth in class is the responsibility of Principal Kenyatta McLeod, Superintendent Floyd Lyles, security staff, and the facility administrator, who has since left the department. Neither McLeod nor Lyles returned a request for comment, but Hendrick later sent a statement citing guidance counselors, teachers, and students also having a say. Laws says he respects Hendrick and the strides she's taken to improve the facility. This month, her department announced the implementation of a new mentorship program, highlighted the hardening of youth bays, and promoted its new rapid response team. As of our interview, Hendrick reports the department has 8 officers in that rapid unit, with the goal of hiring 31. It would help eliminate the need for SLED responses, which tallied approximately 350 man-hours responding to the Broad River Road complex last year, spread across 9 events and 139 agents.
I can't have, SLED here all the time when they have other things to do.
Hendrick also asked lawmakers for $1.5 million in security upgrades for this upcoming budget. Laws says he doesn't feel safe returning to the department at this time and says he's struggling to find forgiveness.
You have to forgive people for things that they've done. That's what Christ would do.
His shop has since been closed off to juveniles.
So SLED's criminal investigation into that situation is ongoing. In our interview, Hendrick also stressed the importance of that mentorship program we mentioned. It's designed to help connect the youth with positive role models who are vetted from the community. Dondi, Judy?
All right, Chris Joseph, thank you so much. And you can read more about what happened on October 18th and the department's response right now on WISTV.com.
Jurors in the Murdaugh murder trial heard testimony about that 2021 roadside shooting involving Alec Murdaugh. Coming up next, the significance that new evidence that was introduced today holds in this case.